So what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel once again. You know I appreciate having you here. Stick around for today's video. It's another rant. So the main reason for this rant video today is parking. Parking. That's right, people, parking. And this mainly relates to car drivers, van drivers, lorry drivers, anyone that's not on two wheels in a vehicle that's square, boxy. It might even be sleek. I don't really care. Learn to park, people. Learn to park. Right, so this is outside my house. The green mint coloured Fiat 500 is my daughter's car. Now it's parked outside in the road, and at school run time people turn up and just park wherever. Now, I haven't got a problem with that if there's a parking space, but quite clearly in this instance, there's not a parking space. The woman actually drove into the back of my daughter's car. She said she didn't, she only touched it. That's driving into the back of the car, my friend. That's driving into the back of the car. It's basically you crashed into my daughter's car on purpose to try and fit into a space, which, ironically, you didn't fit in anyway, because I have a drop curb. Now, here's the thing about drop curbs. It is quite simple. Now here's a simple rule with drop curbs. Don't take an example from this dumb outside my house whose excuse was, sorry, I was running late to pick up the kids. Well, then leave earlier and be a better parent. Right, drop curbs. The top bit is where you park. That is the end of the limit. There is no bit beyond there. The drop bit is the drop curb. The top bit is the curb. It's not a difficult concept to grasp. It's not difficult to get your head round. I mean, I'll even draw a line on the picture now. There you go. Do you get it? The top bit is your limit. Not the bottom bit, the top bit. And this happens everywhere. Not just me, but everyone I know with a drop curb. People try and cram cars into the smallest of spaces, basically spaces they can't fit in. Now, they'll always claim I was in a rush. So what? I'm often in a rush. I don't block people's drives. I don't park in spaces I can't fit in. Do you know what? I don't. And the thing is, this is not the first time she's done it. She's done it plenty of times. This is the first time I've actually spoke to her and caught her, and it's actually the first time she's driven into the back of a car to get into the space. So I had a quiet little word with her. She was very apologetic, I'll give her that. I mean, it's all bullshit. Oh, I didn't know, I only touched it. I only touched it. I only touched it. Imagine if I did that to her kid. I only touched her. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I'd be in prison. I mean, driving in general's gone downhill. We all know that. Let's face it, driving is absolutely appalling nowadays. No one gives a shit about anything. And this is a problem. We've got a society that just does not care. Am I in a minority here where I actually care? I think I'm in a minority. If there's a space and I can't fit in it, I don't park in it. And that goes for car parks as well. I mean, granted, car parks, they make the spaces too small. I'll give you that. They make the spaces too small so they can cram as many cars in as possible and make as much money. Now, the problem with this is, if you do have a big car, it takes up the whole space, so you haven't actually got room to open the doors without damaging the car next to you. And that's where the don't give a f about society people come in again, because they do it. They smash their doors into your car. They have no problem with denting your car. They have no problem with opening the doors into your car and leaving little marks down the side. They don't care. Unless they've got a really, really nice car, then they won't do it. So I always park next to the really nice car, because they're not going to want to damage their doors on my shitty car. So that's a little tip of the day. If you don't want your car dented in a car park, park next to the nice car. Never park next to the people carrier. Never park next to the one that's going to have kids in, because kids in the back, they don't care. They just open a door and they will smash the f out of your car. So I let it slide in the sense that your car might not fit in that gap. However, why are you taking it into the car park in the first place? If it doesn't fit, don't take it into the car park. If the space is not big enough for your car, then you're not designed to fit in it. You're not designed to park there. And worse than the people that don't fit in the space are the people that can fit in the spaces. They just can't park. They have no concept of a straight line. They park diagonal, they park with their wheels on the white line, so they can get out of their side, they can get out the driver's side, but the passenger side is over the white line. So theoretically, the door is inflicting on the space next to it, but they don't care. As long as they can get out of their side, they don't care about the person in the space next to them. I've been to many car parks where I've parked normally, come back, and the car next to me is so far over my way, I've had to climb in the passenger door to get in. I mean, that's just not thinking, is it? It's either not thinking or not giving a shit. I'd like to think 10% probably don't know. I'll give you that. They're probably so dumb or wrapped up in their own world that they don't realise what's going on. But 90% of you do not give a shit when you do that. But is it that difficult to park into a space? It's actually marked out for you. And modern cars, they even have these cameras to let you know. So it's not at all difficult, is it? Is it? I mean, let me know in the comment section. Is it hard to park a car? Is it? I don't seem to think so, but is it? I drive a small car because I live around London. I have no need for a big car. I can park it anywhere I want as long as the space is big enough, and that's it. So please, people, learn to f***ing park your cars. Learn what the rules of a drop curb are. Learn to be courteous to people. Learn to be nice. It's just common decency. It's just human to human being kind. That's all it is. If you're in a rush, you're in a rush. Don't f*** up someone else's day because you are in a rush. It's not their problem, it's your problem. When I go into a car park, I just go into a space. I find the easiest space to go into. I don't necessarily find the space closest to the door because I don't care, because I've got legs, I can walk. Talking of walking, that brings me on to people that really are low life. They're scum. They are lower than low. And this is the people that park in the disabled bays that are not disabled. They don't have a blue badge. They just park there because they're too lazy to walk. The only reason you park in a disabled bay is, guess what? Yeah, you've guessed it. You're disabled. If you don't have a blue badge, you can't park there. If you've got a limp, doesn't mean you're disabled. You can't park there. If you broke your leg, you can't park there. It's for disabled people. It's not a difficult concept. And there seems to be two types of people that park in disabled bays. Those with really nice big cars, because guess what? Yep, disabled bays are slightly wider, and that's why they park there. Or people with really shitty cars, and I'm guessing they just don't give a shit anyway. Looking at the state of their cars, just full of crap, dirty, they just don't care where they park. Probably not insured, probably not even registered them, maybe even stolen. They don't care. But please, people, don't park in a disabled bay. I mean, I get pissed off when you park on a drop curb. I get pissed off when you can't park in a car park. But it's not about pissing me off when you park in a disabled bay. Someone might be desperate to get into that parking space. They cannot walk. They cannot get from the further parking space. So just think a little bit, please. Think. Right, so I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this subject. Does parking get on your nerves, or people that cannot park? Do they wind you up beyond belief like they do me? Let me know in the comment section below. Just leaves me to say, once again, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to do all those things that you need to do. Also, hit that notification bell and you can get the drop on these videos. I shall see you on the next one. You know I love you all. Stay safe. Fish out.
Get all your bags, get out my house. I don't want your stuff around. I never did you wrong, but you did me wrong. So go ahead, get gone. Get all your bags, get out my house. I don't want your stuff around. I never did you wrong, but you did me wrong. So go ahead and get gone.